The purpose of this assessment is to gauge the mastery level of 7th grade math students who have recently completed a module on adding and subtracting integers. These students are online learners who are familiar with digital tools and the format of this quiz. Here is my rubric 4.0. I have highlighted the criteria that I feel reflects the assessment that I have created. This assessment matches each of my rubric 4.0 standards. As I created the assessment, I had each of my criteria in mind and tried to make sure it was an effective assessment. This assessment offers an opportunity for self-assessment and reflection through the last question, where I ask students to tell what they did well, what they struggled with, and how they can improve. I activate prior knowledge by connecting to ideas in previous courses, such as providing real-life examples and using number lines. It contributes to an atmosphere that is conducive to learning and growing simply by the nature of the course. Students are responsible for their own comfort during testing as they take it in the location of their choice. All assessments in all of my courses are announced at the beginning of class. They do not fall on certain dates, but rather after certain lessons, and at any time, students can check their pacing guide to see when the next assessment is coming up. In each question that requires more than a multiple choice answer, such as this one, I provide students with an explanation regarding where points come from for this question. For example, in question 1, students can see exactly how they can earn all 3 points for this question. Question 5 gives students a chance to choose an activity that demonstrates their mastery, which is rubric 4.0 criteria number 5. My assessment is short and already has the rubric inside it, so giving meaningful feedback within 48 hours is quick and painless. As I grade each student's submissions, I will provide purposeful feedback regarding what is evident they understood well and what they need to work a bit more on. This quiz would occur after 2 lessons, one on integers in general, the other on adding and subtracting them. This would be one of several quizzes within a module, so my students can see exactly what they do and do not understand. It also allows me to tweak instruction after the quiz, as someone who isn't understanding the basics about integers needs remediation before we can move on to multiplying and dividing fractions. I've also included the state standards and the standards for mathematical practice within the questions. My students are familiar with this format already. The assessment also includes various types of items and tasks. They are asked to solve a simple expression, such as in number 2, explain concepts in their own words, and apply concepts to real life beyond the virtual classroom. I used Canvas to create this assessment because of the ease of creating different question types within one assignment. It also is very easy to use from the student perspective, and I don't want technological issues getting in the way of my students being able to show what they have learned. I also wanted to use a different CMS than I use in my everyday work life because I don't anticipate working for this school forever, and I have thoroughly enjoyed everything about Canvas that I have experienced so far. Also, the feedback in Canvas is unique, where I can attach files to each of my feedback replies to my students.